prediction, these, what do you call it, upsets prediction videos, with the intention of only doing them for pay-per-views, but it seems like a lot of people like them, so I just thought maybe I should start doing them even for, what do you call it, even for fight nights. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do these predictions. I'm a little bit tired right now. I just finished editing the video for 302, the predictions for 302. If you're new to the channel, the predictions come out every Saturday, wherever you are in the world. Yeah, around Saturday in the afternoon. Obviously, time zones will differ. In the short section, just go to the short section, and you'll see a lot of things there, a lot of helpful things. Um, let's see how this goes. So yeah, if I look a little bit sluggish or weird in what I say, I just finished editing, so I'm a little bit tired because like I use my brain a lot on Saturdays. Anyway, let me get to the upsets predictions. This is basically possibilities. It's not like definite, but these are. I'm going to tell you the fights that I feel like will be close and the fights that I feel a little bit confident on. And I'll basically be telling you who I feel like if the favorite is warranted to be a favorite or there's going to be a possible upset in that fight. So let's get to it. Um, Emily Ducode versus Vanessa de Mopulas or something like that. I don't think Emily Ducode is that great. Um, before I get to that, the odds are minus 375 favorite Ducode, and Vanessa is an underdog at plus 290. So, like I was saying, I feel like both fighters are not that great in my personal opinion. I on it. Plus, it's women's MMA, so the fight could potentially go either way. But my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Emily Ducode. I feel like of the two, she's a little bit better. Plus, Vanessa is like 35 years old, and you know, in the women's division, like it's like almost being 40. The only females in that division that I've ever seen perform exceedingly well at that age is, what do you call her, Angela Hill and Holly Holm. Those are the only two females that I've ever seen compete like really well above the age of 35. You know, so I don't see Vanessa, you know, surprising us, especially because she looks good. And in the women's division, if you look good for whatever reason, it affects how good you become eventually in the sport. But nonetheless, I feel like the fight will could go potentially either way. But my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Emily Ducote. Do I think there's an upset is possible here? Yeah, it is possible. Um, yeah, I think an upset is possible, but I mean, I don't feel like the favorite is like a solid favorite. So yeah, I think if an upset is possible here. So on to the next one. Alateng Haley versus Clayton Rodriguez. Um, Let me check the odds. Alateng Haley is a plus 125 underdog, and Clayton Rodriguez is a minus 150 favorite. Do I think Clayton Rodriguez, in in all honesty, I think Clayton Rodriguez is warranted to be the favorite. My only Fury or Usyk. I was thinking about it. I have to do a little bit more research first before I comment on Fury versus Usyk. Maybe I'll do a separate live for that particular fight. Yeah, after this one, maybe I'll try to do the live for that one. Um, anyway, I think Clayton Rodriguez is one of my locks on this card. So I think he's warranted in being the favorite. Just that my only concern is that his takedown defense is horrible. So it's easy to take him down. So and Alateng Haley is really good at taking people down. As far as like it depends, but The combination of his bad takedown defense and Alateng Haley's ability to take the fight to the ground is a little bit concerning. But I think Clydeson Rodriguez is one of my like locks, meaning I feel very confidently that Clydeson Rodriguez will most likely win this one. But I mean, his takedown defense makes me worry, so I wouldn't lock it as much. But out of the whole entire card, because I feel like the whole entire card is very, very, very close. Like, there are very close matches that could go potentially either way. So it's kind of challenging to actually predict a lot of the card. But I think my predictions are solid. But nonetheless, my subscribers and I went with Alateng. Well, no, my subscribers and I went with Clayton Rodriguez. He's a favorite, and I feel like he's a favorite for a reason. Do I think an upset is possible here? Yeah, but the possibility for an upset is not high, in my opinion. The possibility of an upset is there. Unlike the previous fight that I predicted for Ducode versus Vanessa, in that fight the possibility for an upset is high. But in this fight, I don't feel like the possibility for an upset is high. It is there, but I feel pretty confidently that Clayton Rodriguez is going to get this one. So I think he's a favorite for a reason. On to the next one. My subscribers also picked Clayton Rodriguez. On to the next one. Piera Rodriguez versus Ariane Kalanosi. Um, Piera is a minus 225 favorite, and Ariane is a plus 185 underdog. Yeah, this one, I think Piera Rodriguez is a favorite for a reason. It will end by draw decision, or Fury will win by decision. Look, man, Lagadin, I haven't done any research on this one. Like the question that you're asking me is basically you asking me to guess. So I don't want to guess. I have to research first. That's why I said maybe I'll do a separate stream for that. For now, if you're asking me to guess, I can guess, but I don't like doing like guesses. I prefer to do a research, so I'll do a separate stream for that. For now, I'm just going to do this upsets stream. So back to the UFC Fight Night stream. I think Piera is one of. I'm very confident that Rodriguez is going to win this one. Um, that's one of like this is a lock in my opinion. I don't think there's any way Ariane wins this particular fight. So yeah, I think Piera Rodriguez is a favorite for a reason. My subscribers and I went with Rodriguez. On to the next one. Abbas Magomedov versus Wally Alvarez. Abbas Magomedov is a minus 275 favorite, and Wally Alvarez is a plus 220 underdog. Um, you got UFC picks. Yeah, I've already done predictions. This is basically me telling you how close I think the fights are going to be. It's not like necessarily. It's sort of like predictions, but I am basically telling you um, which fights I think are going to be close, if there are going to be any form of upsets. Basically, that's what I'm doing right now. Abbas Magomedov is good. I feel like people are clowning this dude for his performance against Sean Strickland and Caio Borrallo. But I mean, look at who he lost to. So I feel like people are being a little bit too hard on this guy. And I think his cardio looked a little bit improved in the fight against Caio Borrallo. And look at what Caio Borrallo has been doing in the middleweight division. So I think even though he lost the decision, I think he looked good against Caio. And the fact that Caio then went in there and knocked out Paul Craig says a lot about Abbas Magomedov. I think Abbas Magomedov will take this one. I think his cardio is a little bit improved, and I think I heard that he had some type of a surgery in order to something like I think he had something the same problem that Dricus Duplessis had because before the Robert Whittaker fight, like he was guessing out a lot, and then in the Robert Whittaker fight he looked sensational. So I think Abbas Magomedov potentially had the same issue, and I think he got that fixed. So I think Magomedov lost to really good bargain fighters in the middleweight division, and I think he's still a possibly good prospect. And considering the fact that he was winning the first round against Sean Strickland, I mean, people forget that he was beating up Sean Strickland in the first round. So that says a lot because Sean Strickland has good defense. Um, do I think an upset is possible here? I don't know. I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah, but I don't think that possibility is high because Magomedov has good grappling defense and slightly offense, and he has amazing striking. So the only way Magomedov loses this fight is because of cardio. I don't think he's going to get submitted. I don't think he might get submitted, but the only way I think he loses this fight is if he gets tired. If that doesn't happen, he's going to win this fight. So yeah, plus what do you call him? I don't know, man. I don't feel like Wally has the ability to actually give us an upset, but you never know. So the probability for an upset is not high in my opinion here. So, but it is there, but it's not high. My official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Abbas Magomedov. On to the next one. Tamires Vidal versus Melissa Gatto. Tamires Vidal is a plus 265 underdog, and Melissa Gatto is a minus 340 favorite. I think this one could go either way. I struggled at one point. I almost picked Tamires Vidal. So this one definitely it's a coin flip. Like in my opinion, it could go either way because, like I was saying, when I was doing my analysis, I almost picked Tamires Vidal. So on this one, I'd say stay away from this one because plus on top of the fact that it's a close fight, it's women's MMA. Anything can happen. Like possibly because of how close it is, and normally when fights are this close, it usually ends in a split decision. So just stay away from this fight, just to for peace of mind. Just stay away from this fight. Um, but my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Melissa Gatto. But it's a coin flip, I think. On to the next one. Omar Sy versus Tuko Tokos. Omar is a minus 455 favorite, and Tuko is a plus 350 underdog. I think Omar is rightfully a favorite here, largely because number one, Tukos or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. I think Tukos is taking this fight on short notice. Omar had two opponents pull out of this fight, so because of the short notice, um, I'd say Omar will most likely win this one because like Omar is a very talented prospect. I feel, but my problem with a lot of these prospects is normally if they're really good, it usually means their cardio is not that great. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But on short notice, I think it's very safe to say that there won't be an upset here. Even though I feel like Tuko is a very talented fighter, I don't think he's going to be able to upset Omar Sy on short notice. I think Omar is a little bit better, even if it goes to decision. I don't know, man. I don't feel like there's going to be an upset here. So this could be a lock. This could be a lock. I think Omar Sy is rightfully a favorite, especially because of the short notice. But yeah, I don't know if an upset is possible here. If if an upset happens, I will honestly be shocked. So my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Omar Sy. On to the next one. Tom Nolan versus Victor Martinez. Tom Nolan is a minus 500 favorite, and Victor Martinez is a plus 360 underdog. My official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Tom Nolan. But on this one, there are some few issues that I have. I feel like Tom Nolan is not necessarily he has not been tested enough, in my opinion. So it's kind of difficult to say if for sure he's going to win. He's kind of like Mateus Rebecki. He's had like you've seen the potential, but you don't know how good that person is. So it's kind of challenging to say for sure if this is going to be like a solid win for Nolan. So I'd say the possibility for an upset is low, but it's there. It's low, but it's there. But my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Tom Nolan. Um, so yeah, on to the next one. On to the next fight. Angela Hill versus Luana Pinheiro. This one is another interesting fight. I don't know, man. Look, on one hand, like Angela Hill is very old, but she's been performing exceedingly well. And I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream that in the women's division, the only two fighters that I've seen perform exceedingly well above the age of 35, and those two fighters are Holly Holm and Angela Hill. In the women's division, that's very rare to see any female performing at an elite level at such a late stage in their career. But on the other hand, I feel like Luana Pinheiro, um, I feel like she's been more consistent, and even her loss to Amanda Hibas was largely because of her cardio. I don't think it was because of skill. And because of that, I feel like she has the ability to improve that in camp, which is something that I probably think that she's worked on. However, on the feed, I feel like Angela Hill will have the advantage in terms of striking. And Angela Hill is not necessarily easy to take down, which is where I think Luana Pinheiro is going to have the ability to win. Right, she will most likely have to take the fight to the ground in order to have any form of success in this fight. So it's really challenging, but because of age, I feel like injuries are possible the older you get. Um, Lackluster performances or bad camps are possible as you get older, and there are a variety of other things that I feel like that make me feel like Luana is going to win this one. But my official pick is Luana, and then my subscribers' official pick is Angela Hill. This, like I said, I feel like this is a coin flip. Like it could go either way. But I feel like Luana will take this one. My subscribers feel like Angela Hill will take this one. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. On to the next one: Adrian Yanez versus Vinicius Salvador. My my official pick is my official pick is I had my official pick is my okay, there are people at the gate. Sorry about that. My official pick is what do you call him? Adrian Yanez. Um, okay, sorry if I seem distracted, guys. There are people at the gate, and I just want to finish this whole stream before I attend to anyone. Adrian Yanez is my official is one of my locks. I think Adrian Yanez will be dominant on the feed. Um, I think he has I think he has incredible takedown defense. So I don't see this fight going to the ground. So I feel like this fight will stay on the feet, and he's lost to like decent competition. So I don't think he's going to lose this fight. So Adrian Yanez is my last lock on this card. My subscribers also went with Adrian Yanez. Yeah, on to the next one. Ramiz Brahimaj versus Temba Gorimbo. I forgot to even mention the odds. I'm sorry guys. Let me go back to Angela Hill. Angela Hill is a minus 145 favorite, but at 39, it's crazy. And Luana Pinheiro is a plus 120 underdog. And then Adrian Yanez is a minus 425 favorite, which I think is warranted. And Vinicius is a plus 330 underdog. So I think that I don't think the possibility for an upset here is possible. Um, so on to the next one. Temba Gorimbo, Ramiz Brahimaj is a plus 120 underdog, and Temba Gorimbo is a minus 145 favorite. I think Temba Gorimbo might have to grapple in this fight. I mean, he might have a shot if even if the fight stays on the feet, but I think he might have to grapple. But I also look at when I do my predictions and I choose who will most likely win a fight. I also look at motivation, and I feel like Temba Gorimbo is very motivated. He's training with like with a decent team. The fact that he got so much support from The Rock, from all these type of people, and recently, apparently his coach lost his mom to cancer, so he's going to be a little bit more motivated. However, hopefully it's not going to impact his emotions, and which might play into the fight, right? So I think Temba Korimbo is going to win this one, but I think it's going to be close. So an upset is possible on this particular fight. Even though my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Temba Gorimbo, I think an upset is possible here because I feel like on the feed, um, Ramiz is a little bit dangerous, and I don't feel like people give him a credit on that. I think Ramiz is a little bit dangerous on the feed. So even though my official pick and my subscribers' official pick is Temba Gorimbo, an upset is possible, and I think it's high, not too high. I think it's in the middle. I wouldn't say the possibility is low. I wouldn't say the possibility is high. It's there. It's there, but it's not extreme. It's not too low, in my opinion. So um, maybe I would stay away from this fight. So yeah, on to the next one. Chaos Williams versus Carlston Harris. Williams is a minus 130 favorite. Um, Carlston Harris is a plus 110 underdog. I can't believe I picked Carlston Harris. My subscribers went with Chaos Williams, right? Here's my thing. Chaos Williams has been inconsistent. He doesn't seem to be doing this full time, and I heard that he was busy with real estate or something like that. He's been off for a very long time, and on top of that, he's a striker. I honestly don't like strikers that take too much time off, especially because I don't feel like he was focusing on his skills development. He was actually trying to build something on the side. And in this situation, I feel like Harris has the ability to stand long enough to get the fight to the ground. I mean, it's not like Harris is incredible on the ground. So I think this fight will go to the ground. I don't like picking fighters above 35, but in this situation, I feel like Carlston Harris will probably win this fight. My subscribers went with Williams. That's their official pick, and I landed on Carlston Harris. Main event of the evening, Edson Barboza versus Lerone Murphy. Barboza is a plus 125. Uh, is a plus 125. Oh, I didn't actually say who I think. I don't think Chaos Williams is rightfully the favorite in this fight. I think an upset is highly possible. That's why I didn't pick him. Tyson Fury versus Usyk, who win? I'll do that. I think you're the second person who asked me that question. I'll do a separate stream for that. I didn't think I wasn't going to, but I'll do a separate stream. Um, so I'm about to finish, and then once I'm done with this stream, I'll do a separate stream for Tyson Fury versus Usyk. So yeah, I think an upset is going to happen here. So yeah, on to the next one. Edson Barboza is a plus 125 underdog, and Lerone Murphy is a minus 150 favorite. I didn't actually expect this, but My subscribers picked Edson Barboza. I went with Lerone Murphy. But in all honesty, I think this fight is a coin flip. Either of them could win this fight. Yeah, I mean, Barboza's kicks are really dangerous. So this is one of those fights. It's like Angela Hill versus Luana Pinheiro. It's hard to predict because on one hand, like every single each of them has their own positives and negatives. So it's pretty challenging to actually determine who's going to win. But I'm leaning more towards Lerone Murphy. He's a little bit younger. I think he's a very solid prospect. I've heard people trashing this kid for on a variety of other platforms. I think he has a lot of potential. Um, but Edson Barboza hits hard. I think Edson Barboza is still, he still has a chin because he was brutally assaulted by Sadiq Yusuf, and he managed to survive somehow, and he managed to get a win in that particular fight, despite all of that. And I don't know if Lerone Murphy is going to be able to knock him out. I don't know, man. But in this one, I'd stay away from this fight. I think it's going to be a coin flip. So an upset, yes, it's possible an upset here because I think this fight could go either way. Um, but just in conclusion, my official pick is Lerone Murphy. My subscribers went with Edson Barboza. To everyone who's been asking me about Tyson Fury versus Usyk, let me do a little bit of research and then I'll do a separate stream. Um, I'm you'll see if you're new to the channel, there's going to be predictions on the shorts section of the channel for UFC 302. Check them out. They are coming out. Let me take what time is it now? They are coming out in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. So those are going to be these lives are basically to explain my decisions for picking certain fighters, but my predictions, my official predictions, come out very early, usually a week before, 2 weeks before, like right now. I'll see you on the next stream. I'm going to do a little bit of research. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Until next time, deuces.